Hey, what's up you guys? My name's EJ Electric. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about Boracay.
Yeah.
Alright, if you're Filipino and if you live in the Philippines, or if you're a Filipino who lives everywhere in the world, I'm sure you've heard about Boracay Island being shut down by the president for a few months. Now, you can Google it, but the synopsis is that Boracay Island was shut down by the president because the sewage system apparently there was so bad that it was destroying the island itself. It was causing massive algal blooms or algae in the shore of the ocean. It makes the water so murky and so dirty that it discourages people to swim already. Now, a lot of people tried to defend it and they were very misinformed. They said that what was causing it was not the pollution, but it was really natural, that the blooms were already there even a long time ago. So the explanation for the algal blooms that happens in the shore of Boracay is basically this: an improper sewage system goes into the ocean, and that in turn brings an unusual amount of phosphorus into the sea. Normally, phosphorus is not a pollutant in normal amounts, and that's okay. But when it works just like fertilizer, all right? So poop technically is fertilizer. You flush that into the ocean, it creates a bloom, which is the green muck that you see in the shores of Boracay. And when there's too much of that, there's too much of the bloom, and that it's not only a discouraging sight to see, but it even destroys, it competes with oxygen, with the ocean life that it has. What they don't know is that the island from before probably already had terrible sewage systems, okay? Because what's been causing it is the pollution that the island's been going through. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that because that's already been repaired for now. So it's been repaired for now, and the island is now operational again, but not at full capacity yet. So earlier today, this morning, and I'm so anxious about this, my friend sent me a text message on WhatsApp talking about Boracay's new rules, and the rules actually make a lot of sense, some of them, and some of them are just absolutely crazy. And you know, when I heard the news fresh, because it only was released yesterday, when I heard it, my reactions were very childish. Naturally, I got a little triggered and I got a little angry at it. Not a little, but a lot angry at it because I didn't understand it yet. It was until I did some reading and now I finally understand why these rules are being implemented, but some of them are just absolutely crazy. All right, you guys, so there are several rules that are happening right now. When you enter Boracay, there are 3 rules. 19,000 tourists are allowed at a time. Tourists must present a hotel reservation slip when you get into the island. And the hotel rooms have been reduced. Originally at capacity, they had 12,000 rooms. Now it's been reduced to 6,000 to 9,000. I don't know how they're going to do that. They probably would have to close in some hotels. Now, as far as these goes, I think these are the sensible rules that they've implemented in the Boracay Island so far. So that's okay. Being that the sewage system that they've repaired so far can only take in so much, and it only makes sense that you'll only take in not at maximum capacity, but a little at a time until they've actually created magnificent or amazing sewage systems to be able to accommodate more tourists. Okay, now here are some of the crazy beach rules that they've implemented in a graphic that's been circulating around the internet. Number 1 is that Lay Boracay is canceled. If you don't know what Lay Boracay is, it is our very own version of a Labor Day weekend in the Philippines, where everybody goes to the beach. And in fact, Lay Boracay is so popular that usually at capacity there are only 19,000. That increases up to 100,000 tourists that come to Boracay to visit, and that is already over capacity if we are to base it on the study that DILG made. So it makes sense to me that Lay Boracay for now is canceled. When I read that earlier though, I was really angry. I was like, what are they doing? There are so many parties that are so fun that happen there every year, and they can't just cancel the whole thing. But it makes sense, you know, because of what I just said. Now, here are the ridiculous rules. That I think are just freaking crazy and baseless, and maybe their reasons are there, but they just haven't published literature about it yet. Okay, let's talk about crazy rule number 1 on the beach side. No smoking and drinking at White Beach. Are you kidding me? What are we gonna do then? Pray? What do you want us to do by the beach if we can't drink? I'm not a drinker, but everybody drinks and smokes by the beach. It's the open area. You're supposed to be able to smoke. Where are you going to smoke now? Indoors? How are you going to solve that? Okay. No more diving. I still don't get this. If the waters are clean now and a lot cleaner from before, what difference does it make when you dive and when you swim? There's probably a reason. I don't know it yet, but in my head, as a plebeian, as a layman, I see no difference. All right. Number 3, no more water activities. It's so broad, I can't even. What do they mean by no more water activities? No more water games, no more no more skiing, no more banana boats, and no more zorbs. How does that destroy the ocean? If you just do that harmlessly by the shore with no corals and just water and sand, I don't understand it. Okay. Number 4, no more dining at the beach. I can't. I need to eat. I love my food. If you don't feed me while I'm sitting there in a beautiful breezy afternoon by the beach, again, what is there left to do? If you can't drink or smoke and not eat, what are you gonna do? Just lay there? Here's another ridiculous one that I think is crazy. Sandcastles will be regulated. Again, another broad rule that I still don't understand. How are you going to regulate sandcastles? Are you going to release architectural permits for you to make a sandcastle? What about the children? What about the cliched Instagram photos that people post on their Instagrams because they want to tell people that they're in Boracay because it said so on the sandcastle? What will they post then? There are so many beaches in the Philippines, people will only think, oh, you're just in a normal beach. You're not in Boracay, you're poor. Because that's how we think. Last ridiculous rule is no fire dancing with the use of kerosene. As somebody who works in the events business, I hire a lot of these fire dancers for amazing effects. I know they always use kerosene, and I've never thought of any other fuel that they use. What do you want them to use? Jet fuel? Have you not learned from 9/11 that it melts steel beams? And what does kerosene have to do with that? The minute amount that they use to set their little poise on fire, I'm sure is not very harmful. And even if you accumulate like 10 dancers at a time in station 1, it's not going to destroy the environment. I cannot. Somebody please explain this to me because it's driving me crazy. So I'm not going to be the whiner that talks about these rules and not have a solution to it. I actually have a solution to all of these things. Now, I did make a fair point by saying that it does make sense to reduce the amount of people that enter and control it and regulate it until the island is at full capacity. It's all good and it's all great. Here's my solution. Solution number 1. Give the island time to heal. It deserves it. And I think the president made an amazing decision and a great decision to repair what has been ignored for so many years. And now it's time for it to heal. And now it's time to do beta testing and learn the proper sewage systems and how to increase that capacity so more people could come in. All right. Besides, we are in the Philippines and there are about 7,000 more islands for you to explore. Go to it. Siargao, for example, is very beautiful and booming right now. Maybe move. I'm not saying that we should destroy Siargao. So it's not good to say to move Le Boracay into Siargao and turn it into Le Biargao, which is a mouthful. Let's not do that. If anything, we have to learn from this experience and not do it in Siargao. And then by having this kind of mentality, by learning that we've already destroyed an island because of our actions as well as tourists, that inspires change. All right. So let this be a lesson to all of us. inspire change within us, the Filipinos, and we will then inspire that kind of change with the tourists. Whoever you are, wherever you are from the world, you respect the island or place you're in and you're visiting, okay? If you have an explanation to all of these, I would love to be enlightened. I have a very open mind about it. Comment it down below, and we'd love to hear from you. Or better yet, let's make a video together. I'm starting to do my vlogs again. You are invited to come into this makeshift studio of mine. It's pretty cool. Alright, so come over here and educate me. I really want to know about these rules that do not make sense to me right now. Okay, so hey guys, thanks for watching this video. You guys are awesome for watching this video. If you think this is relevant to you and to your friends who might be visiting Boracay this year, share it, talk about it, and make sure to hit that subscribe button because I only have 44 subscribers and I could use some more.